if you're big, you probably notice, at least for me, when I was big, I had to do one of the little hip things to like put the seatbelt on.
Oh,
Like,
snap. Yeah,
you had to
lift
up
it
a
up.
little bit to put the seatbelt on.
That's not my pregnant move, yeah. Where you like, oh, let me put this strap down here.
Right.
Cut and raw. He's
Exactly.
at least it's uncut and raw, you're going to get it with us.
Right. So with that being said, hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Terrence. This is
Erica Rivera.
all right, and she is the owner of GYMGUYZ, and I'm the owner of Summer Body. And we're here to help. We're here to help change your life. And right now specifically, it is the end of the year. Everybody is thinking about ham hocks, turkeys, black beans and rice, mac and cheese. Don't forget the mac and cheese, the ham,
the pie.
Oh, the pie. You know, it gotta be
pie.
pecan pie though. Like I can't really do the other
pumpkin pies, sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pies are really good. Yep. But forget the apple pie. I don't do apple pie. Just forget about that.
Yeah, but everybody got a pie for them.
Everybody got a pie. Right. You know what?
Butter
everybody
pie.
Everybody is thinking about the pie right now. I mean, we got to count down a few days before it all begins. And so we just want to talk about it. We wanted to bring some things to your attention. But before we jump into that, we want to really dive into GYMGUYZ, right? So this is really the hottest, one of the newest work at home personal training workouts that anybody can get really in South Florida. And you are the owner of GYMGUYZ, right?
Yeah, well, GYMGUYZ is a franchise. Mm-hmm. It's been in existence for 20 years now.
Oh, okay.
So it started in Long Island. Mm-hmm. This is a franchise, so I'm the franchise owner of GYMGUYZ Greater Fort Lauderdale. Mm-hmm. So we have the proven systems, tools, everything. With the most, I fell in love with it personally because I've never seen anything like it. Mm-hmm. In regards to a proven system, and I'm an engineer. Mm-hmm. I went to school for engineering.
So you can fix a few things.
Yeah, I can fix a few things. It's funny because in the house, I'm the one who fixes things. Like literally, this morning I fixed the cabinet and went and got a screwdriver and was like, let me just fix this real quick.
Okay, so you got Mr. Clean, Mrs. Clean. So who is it? It's Bobette the Builder. There we go. Bobette the Builder. Yeah, not Bob the Builder, Bobette the Builder.
No, Bobette is like Lorena Bobbitt. That's what comes in my head when you say Bobette, so let's not do that.
Okay, all right. No, scratch that.
We gotta have a new name for me though. Okay. Soon come. But usually I'm the one who assembles things.
Erica the Builder.
Yeah. Engineering is my brain, my thought process, like fixing, moving things and processes. So that's what I loved about GYMGUYZ, a proven system, with the tools, technology, like the advanced tools to get things done, and just a set model for personal trainers. So I've been on this journey now for since the pandemic, 5 years, fitness journey. I've had excellent trainers, awesome. But they're usually smaller boutique trainers, and they have a great studio, great system for them and them only usually, or the little bit of employees that they may have. But I wanted to build something bigger, like not just, I didn't want a studio, I didn't want a brick and mortar. That was the big thing. I did not want to pay rent. I did not want to be stuck to one location. And so being able to teach teams and to have teams of different systems, like we support autistic kids.
Oh, wow.
Children.
Okay.
Kinder care. We're kinder care approved. We do adults, elderly, orthopedic. We're in nursing homes. We're in assisted living facilities, 55 and older communities. There's so many different opportunities that we can impact the greater community. And that got me really excited. It wasn't just to the most mobile people. We're affecting, we're impacting the most vulnerable populations as well as the affluent population. And that's big, It's usually you can only do one or the other, People who are impacting the most vulnerable communities tend to be nonprofits. And then the people who are impacting affluent, are just affluent businesses that are going for affluent.
Right, like you said, there's one or the other. Yeah. And then what I find, just outside looking in, because I'm not in that niche, But I do feel that when it comes down to nonprofits, they can only do so much, right?
That part.
And you know what I mean? And then when it comes to affluent people, well, they can do a lot more maybe than that they are doing. So it's good to hear that you are literally that middle lady, right? That middle woman who is able to really touch both ends of the spectrum. And really, that's what makes the world go around, right? Full
Absolutely.
circle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that. I like that. Good, good. So then that actually brings me to our next question is what was the moment that made you switch from saying, okay, I'm done with corporate, and now you want to set out and like become this lady entrepreneur, this entrepreneur and doing what you're doing.
So I've always had this like burning desire to build something for myself. Just didn't know what it was. You know, like to be an owner, to build my own something. And I just didn't know what it was. I was like, at one point in time, I remember way back when I was like, I'm gonna own a laundromat. You know, like a coin laundromat. Like I just exactly, yeah. But didn't know how to get into it. Like there was so many different things, and just so happened that almost a year and a half ago now, I got laid off from my job. I thought this place was my dream job. Love the company, love the people. I was there for 7 years. They had me in leadership roles such as like building the culture and traveling to different locations to be able to learn the system and teach the culture and all of these other things. So I was doing my scope of work, my original job, plus additional stuff. And I really liked the company. Like I couldn't complain, you know, the pay was great, the benefits were good, all of those things that when you work for a good company. But at the end of the day, situations happened, whether with the leadership and with the economy, and they decided that they were going to sell the department that I worked in. And me and 2,500 of my closest colleagues.
2,500? That's 2,500.
2,500 of my closest colleagues.
Okay.
Were then part of the second wave of layoffs to make the company look profitable in order to sell it, and sell that portion of the company or whatever of the business. And so it was you know, it was disappointing to say the least. But I felt like it was the right kick in the butt I needed to go in the right direction of and pursue my dreams. So the company was a good company. They put you with a job placement company, and the job placement company had 2 avenues. They had if you were looking to be an entrepreneur and if you wanted to find a job. And they would help you set up your LinkedIn profile, set up your resume.
So you chose the entrepreneur.
Yeah. And at first I was looking for a job. I was fixing my resume, doing my LinkedIn, but then, you know, I'm competing with at least 2,500 because in the industry as a whole, that was just that one company. In the industry as a whole, I think about like a total of 10,000 or plus were laid off in the industry. I'm talking about all the big telecom providers had massive layoffs, and every other company that worked for them, because it's, you know, it's a big tsunami wave of layoffs that happened within 2 years. So I'm like, you know, I'm here trying to get back in the industry, or I would have to do something different. You know, either way, I was going to have to do something different, either get additional certification, go back to school. I don't know. It was really hard to try to find a job.
I can only imagine.
I did some contract work in between, but I was kind of disheartened, and I was like, I don't want to really invest into another company that at the end of the day, no matter what type of superstar you are, they could just let you go.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the worst of them all.
Yeah.
But speaking about, you know, being kicked in the butt and a few of the hardships, most people have a lot of hardships, and just in general, owning a business is a dream and a goal of everybody's, but it comes with a lot of fear. So let's talk a little bit about that. Like, what was one of the biggest moments or things you feared, or, you know, you kind of did not look forward to when it came down to starting this business that you carried maybe up until you started the business, but then maybe it's not so much of a fear anymore?
Well, one of the biggest fears I had was doing it by myself. So when I talked to a lot of the franchise owners, a lot of them were like couples doing it, you know, or they had a business partner, or they had a couple business partners that they were working in tandem or together, you know. So that was like my biggest thing. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this by myself, because my husband works a full-time job and we need him to work. We need him to work. He need to pay them bills while I get my life together over here, you know? So that was my that was like my biggest fear, like that like, oh my God, I'm going to invest in this stuff and I'm doing this by myself. And then so once I realized, or I could actually had set the systems together, then I realized I have a virtual assistant. Jay is absolutely amazing. He helps me with so many responsibilities in my job. And then I'm like, okay, now I know I can do this because I have the support system and I'm building the team. And so I saw something today that actually reminded me, like everyone's always talking about, it was Michael Jordan that said it. It was like, everyone's always talking about, I don't know, I think it was AI, to be quite honest with you, but everybody's always talking about who's the best player, like basketball player, was it Michael Jordan? But in reality, what we need to focus on who's the best team and building the right team. And that's how you're going to go far and be successful,
Wow. Yeah, that's actually, that's profound, the right word I'm looking for some of the key aspects you just brought out in that last part. But so let's switch just a little bit, because you're talking about building, right? And then we already started us off by saying, you're a woman, and then you're a woman really of culture, of ethnicity.
POC. Yep.
POC. There you go. Person of color. So with that being said, you've obviously faced a lot of struggles and hardships and whatnot. So my question then is, as a woman who's building a fitness franchise, what is the myth that you had to break in order to, what's the myth you've had to break the hardest?
The biggest myth?
Yeah, it just says, what's the myth you've had to break the hardest? As a woman building a fitness franchise, what's the myth you've had to break the hardest?
I had to find my right people. As a woman, you get discriminated in different ways, and as a woman of color, you get discriminated. And I like the way, I forgot what his name was. He's one of the investors, the richest black man investor. I forgot his name. But he said, racism is like gravity. It's there everywhere you go, but you don't focus on it.
That's right.
So same thing with sexism. Like, people are going to have their ideologies or their there's a test online that you can test how discriminatory you are. So because we're programmed by TV, everything we read, everything we see, in certain ways, we all have certain biases. Everyone. Doesn't matter what you look like, who you are, whatever, you'll have certain biases. And that's because, you grew up, they do the test about like, oh, the doctor came and here comes in your mom. What's the doctor's name? And then it's like, your mother's the doctor. Like, they do that riddle or whatever, your mother's a doctor. But because you're programmed to think that the doctor's going to be a man, like automatically you're thinking a dude's name in the back of your head. So 9 out of 10 times, the person, when they do that story, that riddle, you're going to pick a man. So the biggest miss, or the biggest thing that I've learned, is that you have to find your people. And it doesn't matter that people are going to deny you for whatever reason. But you just have to, it's a weeding out process, just like a weeding out process to have the right customers, the right partners, the right everyone. And they may or may not look like you, and that's okay, but you just have to do the work. And so you might have to do a little bit more work if you're in different circumstances, but it doesn't matter. I'm just willing to do the work. Oh, that's great. Good answer. So then that leads me to my next part. Good answer. No, good. Like, we are doing this. Leads me to my next part. Like, so, I know you as a strong individual and very positive, very motivational, honestly. So this next question is, how do you protect your energy when it comes down to dealing with all that you deal with that is pre-programmed in our minds, right? Sexism and everything like that, running a home, having children. How do you protect your energy in all of these environments on a day-to-day basis? Oof, that's a big one. That's a big one. Like you have your set time for everything. Like you literally, if you look at my calendar, it's crazy because I have blocked time for every little aspect of my life, whether it's cleaning, time with the kids, responsibilities, whatever I have blocked time for everything, and it's usually just like charades, like what are we shuffling around and making things happen. But to protect my time, my energy, I know who I had to work with, you know, and unfortunately I've had to cut some people out of my life because they're energy suckers, and or I have to keep them at a distance and make sure that, you know, you don't have full access to me because I know that this is going to take a lot of energy out of me. And even with my children, like I have set systems with them too. So I'm up to big systems and tools and engineers showing up in every way. In short, you know, like, hey, you got a chore list, you got a responsibility. And so now not all of that falls on me.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we're all capable human beings in this household. We can all take a part of the chores, and it's, you know, scriptural, it's biblical. Many hands make the load light. And so when you implement that in everything that you do in life, it's going to feel a lot lighter, and it's not going to be as heavy, you know, as heavy.
Goosebumps. I'm relating with that. Actually, one thing that hits me, there was a saying that I used to work at Target a long time ago. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say the name.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago. Oh yeah.
I missed that one.
It was a.
I'm gonna need you to sit up straight though, because you taller than me. You shouldn't look shorter than me. I'm sitting on the couch. Yeah, there.
All right.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay, cool. So let me get this engineered posture, just the engineered posture.
That's I want my belly to look smaller. Posture, that's what that is.
Protecting energy, I've learned too, which is, I'm surprised you said it, that you have to sometimes change. Like, for instance, how it was taught to me is that there's just two spoons in the world. There's a short one and a long one. And then, you know, there are sometimes, like you said, you have to remove people out of your life. There are sometimes people who were on the short spoon end up on the long spoon. And then there are people who are already on the long spoon, and you just have to make that spoon a little bit longer. So I've learned to distance myself from certain kinds of energies as well, which protects me in the long run, in the short run, and in the long run. And I think that tip that was given to me when I used to work at Target a long time ago by Anissa, I'll never forget her name. And that tip I still carry with myself. And I believe that is the real reasons on why I see things, I look at things positively from a different point of view and different light, because the people I allow in my space are, in a sense, a reflection of me when it comes to dealing with light. So therefore, I am a reflection of them, and I carry myself and I act and behave in a manner that we all, in a sense, like full circle again, we all can relate to. We all, in a sense, already strive to put out that good in the world, you were saying, or to be that example in the world. And because of that, it gives other people just a tad bit more motivation, strength, or even direction to continue to do the same thing.
It's so interesting that you said that spoon situation, because the thing that came in my mind is the ice cream spoon, like the long ice cream spoon. And so that spoon is a lot smaller than like a bigger spoon, the shorter spoon that you have. Like,
I don't think I knew that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the utensils in my house. I just put away dishes earlier. You know, bigger serving spoon, maybe not that long, or it might be long, but there's very interesting. The first one came the ice cream spoon. It was long and skinny and a little, you only get a little bit. You only get a little bit.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
See, we need to dive into this one a little bit more. We'll get back to that one, but that's a really good topic that we should definitely move forward with. I like that one. But just in general, now this kind of leads us back to this leadership. Then when is it, or what was the moment that you realized that you got this and that you can be this leader to run this business, to run your family, and to continue to do everything else that you do on your normal basis?
Man, I'll tell you, being an entrepreneur is a level of stress and like mental fortitude type of reinforcement. It's a constant fight, you know, like there's times where it's just like, yo, I give up. I don't know what I would think I was doing. You know, like you're just horrible. Like you're just like, I'm horrible. I don't know what I was smoking to think that I could do it. The next day, I'm like, yo, I got this. I'm gonna kick butt. I'm gonna kill this, you know?
Okay.
And it's just, the constant effort of doing and seeing and pushing, and then actually it's this again, system and tools. Why I like being able to see what measure, like, well, we made double in sales, we did this, we have more leads, or we have this, or in the networking opportunities, so many different relationships that I've built. And just in this past year alone, that I'm like, yo, I'm about to knock this out the park. No one can touch what I'm about to build because of the level of connections and just the opportunities that I have. Like sometimes I'll get scared.
Yeah.
That's how exciting it is and how big I know it's going to be. But I don't think that it's just one single moment in time. I think it's a consistent building upon that thought process. And then that's where the game changer is.